Stuck on the locker room puzzle on Silent Hill F? You've come to the right place. To progress the story, you only need to unlock one locker, Asakura Ayumi's locker, in order to get a key to progress to the mountain, and depending on the difficulty setting you're playing on, the code to unlock it will be different. But first, you have to get to Ayumi's locker in the first place. In the second floor classroom, you will find a note to the teacher that says Ayumi found a key for the key box which we need to open, and it is most likely in our locker. You will also receive the old annex key. Head to the old annex and scour the two classrooms at the eastern end for clues. You will come across notes that are written in a code known as girl code. In the hallway you can find notes from a male student, which reveals that a student, Sato, revealed a note with 84*8. Another note reveals this to be spelling baka, the Japanese word for stupid, and explains that the shape of the numbers and symbols corresponds to letters, with 8 being B, 4 being A, and the asterisk being K. This means now that from any note that we find with a code, we can translate that into the combination. Ayumi's classroom can be found in the western end of the annex. A roll call sheet can be found on the teacher's podium and shows that Ayumi sits at row 4, line 2. When investigating her desk, you will find the key to the locked locker room and a note that will differ depending on the difficulty. But with the key, it's time to go to Ayumi's locker and enter in the code. If you're playing on story mode, the note will say the following: I'm a mermaid. The sea is calling out to me. I can't believe this school doesn't have a pool. The sea, the best thing in the world. It's so lovely. It's now my locker combination. We can deduce that the word in question is sea, and using girl code, we can work out the locker combination to be 534. If playing on hard mode like us, the note will say the following: I'm a tortoise. The bus is calling out to me. I didn't get the news that school would be so far away. Bus, the best thing in the world. I love it so much that I made it my locker combination. Bus, funnily enough, is the word in question, but deciphering it can be a little trickier. After finding that note that explains baka, your journal explains that U translates into 6 for some reason, and this means that bus is girl code for
865.
If you're an absolute madman playing Lost in the fog mode, the note will say the following: I decided to make the combo for my locker something I love. You can poach it, fry it, and even boil it. No matter what, it always comes out delicious. And if you add flour and sugar and mix them all together, you can make a cake. The ingredient in question is egg. It doesn't implicitly say this in any of the notes, but G does kind of look like an upside down 9, and so egg becomes 399. Just trust us. And with that, you can open the locker and you can get to the key box and progress through the story. But there are also other optional lockers that you can open, and it's well worth it as they have some pretty useful items within. Similar to Asakura Ayumi's locker, there are notes lying around that either tell us what the code is or how to figure it out. These codes don't change between difficulty modes, so the codes will apply no matter what. The first locker is Aoi's. In Ayumi's classroom, you can find an origami of grievances at the back, which reveals the combination is the same as his name, Aoi. This makes Aoi's code 401. Inside the locker is another origami of grievances that contains a clue for the next locker, with this locker belonging to Sugayoshi. From the origami of grievances found inside Aoi's locker, we are told Suga's code looks like a cry for help. A 3-character cry for help could be SOS, save our souls. So in that case, SOS becomes 505, and hey presto, it unlocks the locker. Inside, you will find Hinako's school bag, which increases your inventory size by 1. Nice. The last locker is Taiko's locker. With the generic classroom key, go to the second floor, head to the eastern hallway and open the classroom facing north. In the back, there is another origami of grievances that reveals Taiko's locker combination to be 377. That's easy. When you open her locker, you will get the Wolf Omamori, which causes Hinako to deal additional damage when using weapons with high durability. Nice. And that's all the lockers, and indeed the end of this guide. Thanks for watching, we hope you found it useful, and we'll hopefully not see you out in Silent Hill, but in more gaming videos. Stay tuned.